Rowdy Rodriguez will lead off here in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Sixers leading 4-1 and a new pitcher for the Rawhide. And his first pitch at 97 miles per hour gets a swing and a miss. It's Caswell Smith. So Caswell Smith enters the game after 2 1/3 innings of relief from Sandro Santana. Give up 3 runs, only 1 was earned. Next pitch fouled back, 97. Rodriguez, an RBI double in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. Oh, 2 the count to Rowdy Rodriguez. Benny Thompson loosening in the pen for the Sixers. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, misses inside. Smith slipped on that delivery, but he is 6'3", 210 pounds. He's born on January 26, 2001. Next pitch, that's a check swing, and they're going to say that Rowdy Rodriguez went too far on that check swing. So he's down on strikes as Smith gets the strikeout. I was born on January 26, me and Caswell Smith. A fair amount of time in between those two important events in our lives. There were a lot of people born on January 26 in between there. Dario Laverde stands in, and that pitch is fouled out of play. But he pitched at College of Charleston, did Caswell Smith. Here's the offering, and that misses high. A free agent signee by the Diamondbacks in 2022. Here's the 1-1. Breaker misses low and inside. Smith, who was just reinstated from the injured list, so he's making his 25 debut. The 2-1 misses low, but he's throwing hard. Next pitch, fouled back. He is from Ball Ground, Georgia. Which is a small town of just a few thousand folks. Next pitch, a little bouncer back to the mound, and Smith has it. He'll lob it to first and get Laverde for out number 2. But it was a railroad town, a little spur. It is north of Atlanta. So here's the pitch, and that is a called strike to Harold Cole. It was a nice sharp slider, but off the plate, got the call. So Cole, who's hitless 3 at-bats, takes the next one outside. One ball, one strike. Next offering sails back to the screens. That one got away. Next pitch. That's spiked into the dirt. So the count 3-1 now to Harold Cole. Here's the 3-1. Fouled back. There's the 3-2 pitch, and that misses high. So that'll bring up Colin Summerhill, who's homered in this game. Now, Smith is from Ball Ground, Georgia. And what's interesting is what the genesis of that name. And according to the well-respected internet, it gets its name from the Cherokee people's ball play game that they used to play, the natives of that area. A stickball game similar to lacrosse. And so that name stuck with the area, and it's Ball Ground, Georgia. The well-respected internet also says the Cherokees were removed from that land. So, got to keep the name of their game. That's nice. Colin Summerhill stands in. And takes the pitch high. That might not be able to be talked about anymore. But Caswell Smith off the injured list, throwing 97, looking strong. But walked Cole, and now a step off the rubber and bluff to throw. If you step off, you can do that. 1-0 the count to Summerhill. And that pitch is in there for a high strike call. 4-1 in favor of the Sixers with 2 outs, a runner at first. And the pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. That was a terrific breaker from Caswell Smith. Well, the pitchers have been excellent in this ball game. Peyton Olenek, the starter for the Sixers, and Logan Mercado, starter for the Rawhide. Bullpens have done their job for the most part. A couple unearned runs hurt Sandro Santana. Here's the 1-2, breaking ball ripped down the left field line, though, and that's fair. And we'll see if Cole's off to the races. It's dug out in the corner by the left fielder, Josefa. Cole going to be sent home, and he will score on the double by Summerhill. So Summerhill with a homer and now a double. He's knocked in 2 on the day. So Inland Empire gets an insurance run. It's 5-1, and with a man in scoring position and 2 outs, John Wimmer will dig in. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low and outside. Summerhill off second. Here's the pitch, and that misses high. 2-0 the count. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Sixers lead it 5-1. Breaking ball. Poof. Yeah. Caswell Smith is wondering, wait a second, you forgot to call that a strike. That was a very good pitch and should have been called a strike. But the count's 3-0 now to Wimmer instead. And that pitch is up high for ball 4. That certainly was out of the zone. So here's Kevin Brugman with runners at first and second. You can see if the pitching coach comes out now just to give Caswell a breather. Yeah, here he comes. Josh Goosen Brown going to come out and slow the pace. Brugman in this game has been hit by a pitch. He's popped out, and he's reached on a fielder's choice. That was on a bunt attempt. So Meeting at the mound, joined by the umpire. So the meeting at the mound is over. Brugman will dig in. Summerhill at second. It is Wimmer at first. A run is already in here in the 8th to boost the Sixers' lead to 4 runs. And a breaking ball misses up and in to Brugman. Both teams with righties loosening. Here's the 1-0. Another breaking ball, and that one misses inside. Close. It was in off the plate. Doesn't mean it wasn't a good pitch, but it was a ball. 2-0 the count. Here's the offering, and that fastball misses outside. 3-0 the count. Here's that 3-0, and that's a called strike at the knees. A fastball at 95 miles per hour. Smith got 2 quick outs, but then a walk, a double, and another walk. Here's the 3-1. That misses up and in, and so another walk. Bases are loaded for Jonathan Linares, who had an RBI single his last trip up. And here comes D. Garner. Just too many pitches for Caswell Smith coming on his first outing of the year, coming off the injured list. So Smith's at 27 pitches. 28 pitches, forgive me. So just too many. But ball was coming out of his hand pretty well. Got 2 quick outs, but then wasn't able to get that third out. So a new pitcher, we'll tell you about it when we come back. Sixers out in front here in the 8th, 5-1 with the bases loaded and 2 outs. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.